Hello, Taurus Nation. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. Hope all is genuinely well. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Taurus in your sun, moon, or rising, dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Taurian, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. So not every single thing that's mentioned in this reading may resonate. Take what resonates and disregard what does not. Please avoid making any rash decisions based on a general reading. If you would like a reading, hey Shelly, you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can of course book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelic-ascensions-tarot.com. We're always going to go over sensitive topics, Taurus. So treat this as a trigger warning. Let's get into it. See what I've been playing out for the Taurus Nation. Hey, Dora. Over the next 7 days. Taurus. Taurus, random side note. Like you could be having a sore throat. Be having indigestion. Some of you might have a hiatal hernia. In other words, you might get stomach acid that's flowing to your throat. Let's see. Random side note. This is what that was. Or if it's not you, it's somebody around you possibly. You're worried. You're in your head about something. You're worried about a few things. Looks like Taurus. Worried about, is this a person possibly? You're worried about your home life. You're worried about stability. It just seems like things are up in the air for you right now, and you're not sure what's next. Maybe you're not sure if you should travel. Maybe if you're not sure if you, it seems like you're going back someplace. You're going back to a hometown of yours. That could be something that you could be considering, okay? It seems like something connected to your hometown or a place that is familiar to you is something that is just really on your mind right now. This could be someone from your hometown that could be contacting you, because it definitely feels that Taurus or cross-watcher, maybe you're waiting for someone to get in touch with you. Let's talk about it. Let's start this right from the beginning, Taurus or cross-watcher. Central energy. This week is discernment. Crossing energy is repetition. Something in your situation seems to happen again and again. Maybe this is you feeling rejected because it definitely feels like you're hurt because of something has hurt you very deeply. Or you're hurt because you see somebody else hurting, somebody else that's around you. And maybe this is a child, and maybe you feel kind of helpless to be able to do something to help somebody that's in your situation if this isn't happening to you. But I definitely feel that somebody in this situation is feeling rejected. This could be a child. Maybe some of you, your children are in relationships. Your teens are in relationships. You cut somebody off. X needed to go. Finally move forward. Yeah, you're cutting somebody off. But it feels like it's not easy to deal with something. This is how you cut somebody off, and this is how they're dealing with it. They're feeling rejected. They're kind of drowning. They're kind of wallowing in their feelings right now, where this is something that you're going through. Like I mentioned to you, somebody that's close to you, you're worried about a few things. Like I mentioned to you, you're worried about your financial situation. It seems like you might feel like you're on your last, or you're having to maybe dig into your savings. So maybe there's some money that you set aside for something, Taurus or cross-watcher, and maybe you had to kind of, kind of dig into that. Bear with me, Taurus. I'm trying to figure out what has you hanging your head like this. If this is a relationship that we're looking at here, there's a relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic, that is just not really in a good place. Somebody that you're dealing with, Taurus, could really be going through something in their life that's kind of heavy. Especially if you're separated from someone, it just feels like somebody does not want to be in separation from you. Seems like maybe you're in separation after some sort of disagreement. You're like, no. Taurus, you're like, I wish you well. Like, but I've seen enough. You didn't imagine it, Taurus, whatever this was that hurt you, whatever this was that made you feel rejected, Spirit is saying you didn't imagine it. So is somebody trying to creep on you? I'm trying to see what this is. Yep. You're like, this is the end of the road. Taurus is ending a situation, or you are, somebody's ending something with you, Taurus or cross watcher, ending something, but still holding on. Somebody has an issue with liquor. Taurus, somebody could possibly be inviting you to a get-together, maybe out of a gathering, a party. Some of you Taurus, maybe you're missing an old friend. And it just seems like somebody is trying to process a breakup right now. Do you always have issues with anxiety like this? Because it seems like you're really stressed out about something. But I get it. I kind of see why. I see that somebody has ghosted a situation, especially if there is a third party that's involved. Let me explain a third party situation for you, because not all of you does this mean that there was cheating involved. Some of you, obviously there was, or there's somebody that was obviously at least lying to you about something, at least that part. Let's dig into it. But for some of you, a third party could have been a friend. Could have been a friend that maybe caused issues between you and someone. Been another family member. Somebody have a baby on you, Taurus, because it feels like somebody could, or probably possibly has, unless someone is pregnant currently. I see that somebody likes to be in control, likes to feel like they're the dominant one in the relationship. For some of you, this is a parent-child relationship that's really going through it. Spirit guides, shed some light on this. This is parent-child. What are we talking about? Hello, Vermex Van Croy music. Heart song. My mom is in the hospital far away. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Tawanda Michelle. What's going on with a parent-child relationship, Spirit? What is this? Okay, you're definitely traveling. This says. It said if this is not you that's dealing with this, this might be your baby, your child. I mentioned to you, some of you, you have children that are teenagers. Maybe they're of age. Maybe some of you have kids that are leaving the nest. Like you had a court issue too. Do you have somebody that's incarcerated? Father. Wow. I guess we're gonna talk about it. Like just right off the bat, this took a turn. Talking about discernment, we're talking about repetition. For some of you, maybe you grew up without a dad, and maybe you're internalizing a lot of things right now. Maybe there's some issues that you're dealing with that has something to do with maybe a father that was absent. Some of you are raising your children with an absentee parent. For some of you, your kids are feeling the effects of maybe not having a father around. Sorry, that's my cat. He keeps hitting the doorstop. So you might hear that in the background. Some of you, you're going through it with your child's father. Maybe there's somebody that you're dealing. This is your baby, your child. There's a parent that feels cut off from their child. This is a parent that maybe feels that they gave their all, gave their best in raising a child, but feels like their child is kind of rejecting them, doesn't want to be around them. And there's somebody that feels depressed as a result of that. I mentioned to you, somebody's hurt. Somebody feels distant with a relationship, and it seems like it's because somebody can't seem to show up for you, or they can't show up for a child. Somebody can't seem to be consistent, or something about a relationship continues to feel like it's just not working out. Somebody's definitely cutting something off. Someone feels like they're kind of stuck in a situation. So truthfully, this is someone deciding that they're going to cut their losses, cut themselves off from a particular situation. Maybe there's a particular obligation that you have with someone. Maybe it's a financial one. And maybe this is someone deciding to back off from something altogether. It's causing somebody to feel hurt, rejected. Yeah, something puts someone in an awkward position, or this puts you and someone else in an awkward position. So that's where I feel that you are in a particular relationship right now, especially like I mentioned to you, this is a mother-child relationship. There's a mother that might really be missing her child right now. Maybe, like I mentioned to you, it's due to incarceration. Or there's a mom that has kind of like taken over the mother and father roles, because maybe there's a father that's not around at this current time. That's what I mean. Do you always have this much stress and anxiety? Because it feels like there's some things that are on your mind that are just kind of heavy this week. Maybe transportation. Maybe there's something going on with your vehicle. Maybe your car is down. Maybe it has something to do with the key fob, some sort of electrical issue that might be going on with your vehicle. I hear transmission. What is going on? It seems like it's stability for you. It's either your stability or somebody else's stability. Maybe this is you worried about your kid, their stability, their peace of mind about something. That's what I feel that this is. This is your baby. This is a parent that's watching a child go through something and they feel that there is nothing that they can do. Seems like there's a child that may have gotten their heart broken. A child that may have grown distant from a parent. That's what this feels like to me. Whatever happened in the past, Taurus or Crosswatcher, Spirit is saying it's time to heal from this. Something is hurting you. It's hurting you. It's hurting somebody. I think some of you you may be deciding that a co-parenting relationship is not there. It's not where you need it to be. So somebody has decided that they're gonna be the ones to take the responsibility for a child. Some of you are finding out that you're pregnant. And like I mentioned to you, this is the frustration. Somebody just seems like somebody has had a baby on you. There's someone that would like to start over. In particular, a father figure. This could be a father figure possibly coming back into the life of a child, especially if this is a father figure that is just kind of like in and out. Oh, I did not read the channel messages. Should I go back? One of the channeled messages was Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped over the candlestick. Somebody's name could be Jack. Somebody is a jack of all trades. But it seems like somebody might pop up again, resurface, like they always do. This is why Spirit is saying use your discernment in having someone come back around you or come back in the life of a child. Because it looks like you're worried about a child maybe around their parental figure, their other parent. There's been a lot of gossip. There's been some things that may have been spoken of about you. Your name may have been brought up, Taurus or Crosswatcher. Maybe when you're not around. Maybe this is something that you're sensing. Maybe it's something that's bothering you. Who's coming back into your energy would be a King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini that could be relevant in your situation. Sun, moon, or rising, by the way. You also have Cancer that comes into your reading. The person that we're dealing with, the person that we're asking about, it seems like there's a lot on their mind as well. There's a lot on your mind, there's a lot on theirs. What is this about? Yeah, somebody has walked away from something. Okay, it feels like you're not good, and neither are they. There's somebody that maybe wants a relationship to maybe separate. It might be a mom. Maybe there's a parent that sees that maybe a relationship is not going in a healthy direction. That might, I mentioned to you, there's a third party in this situation. Yes, somebody does want something to be cut off. Or somebody, especially if there is something that's shackling you, keeping you stuck, it seems that spirit is giving you the ability to cut yourself free of something that's going on in your life. Whatever this is that's bringing you down and causing you all of this anxiety. Taurus or cross watcher, there's a Leo that shows up in your reading. You might have Leo placements. Taurus, who's your opposite? Scorpio. Maybe this is who we're talking about. There might be a Scorpio. You drink coffee? You're a coffee drinker, you're a tea drinker. This is somebody that's kind of nosy looking into your situation. I mentioned to you there's a third party. Somebody wants to know the tea. Somebody wants to know what's going on with you. So this is what I mean. I think that you, Taurus, or you cross watcher are the topic of someone's conversation. There may be a child that does need to maybe free their mind. Maybe there's something that they do want to talk about. Oh, did you lose somebody? Maybe somebody did pass recently. Or this is the anniversary of somebody's passing. If we're talking about a breakup, somebody's taking a breakup really hard. Nine times out of 10, this is an ex. Especially if you had an argument with someone or something went left. Hopefully this is not a violent situation, Taurus, that we're talking about. You're not talking to someone. And there might be a written message that comes in from someone. Might be a text that you might get. Maybe it's an email. There's definitely something going on with the vehicle. Or this is somebody's transportation is affected. This might be someone that wants to come and see you. It seems like somebody wants a face-to-face conversation with you, but somebody's hands are tied. Somebody feels stuck. Wow. There's some other things that we're going to look at that I just saw. You got a Gemini that comes up in your reading as well. Yeah, somebody from a distance is possibly traveling to come and see you. Because there's definitely someone that's coming back. Somebody is uncertain about what the future holds between you and this individual, but it feels that someone does want to come clean about something. They want to start over. Especially a father figure that's been absent. Especially if there are certain things that you haven't been able to get past. Or there's something that you need to discuss. Somebody comes through. For some of you, what you're discussing is a financial situation. Maybe this is you contacting a creditor about something. Taurus. I'm trying to see, what is this? That you got some... Come on. Like, what is going on? What did I get that for? I got that for Gemini. Was that Gemini? Gemini had the Three of Swords, like back to back to back to back to back. It just seems like one thing happens, the next thing happens, the next thing's happen. It just seems like you've been having a hard time. Okay, some of you Taurians, you're moving. Are you worried that somebody's going to move away and that you're not going to see them? Again, I mentioned to you, you do have a child that might be leaving the nest. Maybe your child moved away. Some of you are definitely moving. Maybe you're not sure where to move. I'm trying to tell you, somebody passed. You're going to somebody's funeral. Like I said, somebody passed away this year. Okay, let's talk about it. I love myself enough to walk away. Some of you, maybe you're not just mentally separating yourself from someone. Maybe you're packing your things, you're leaving, you're moving out from someone. But for some of you, this moving issue has nothing to do with this relationship. It just seems like moving. I mentioned to you, you're going back someplace. You're maybe not happy about having to go return to a particular place. But maybe you feel that you have to. Because it seems like you feel sad because of a move. Like I said, either someone, here's a Scorpio, either someone has moved away or just moving has just been very stressful. You're worried about a move. Are you selling your house? What is this? You're definitely protecting a child. What's going on? Because it feels like you got some outsiders that might be involved in your situation, since we're talking about a third party. Some of you have like a child case, a child custody case. Seems like you let go of someone that you maybe have a child with. Now this is you coming to terms with certain childhood issues. Random side note, maybe you're going to a concert, maybe you're going to a performance. Maybe somebody is inviting you out somewhere. I did say there's a social gathering that could be coming up. Maybe you might be deciding whether or not you're going to attend that. Yes, you're definitely going back to your birthplace. You need a birth certificate? I'm so confused. There's something about your documents that you might need. Child documents. Maybe you're having to gather documents for a child. What is going on with the Taurus nation? I'm so confused. You're not sure about whether or not you should go back to something. Somebody is playing a lot of video games around you. Maybe watching a lot of reruns. A random side note, you might be getting a lot of emails, like back-to-back emails. What's going on with Taurus? You're eating out a lot, it looks like. Okay, let me figure out what we're going to talk about next. There's a move that I think that you're concerned about. And yes, I think that somebody does drink a lot, drink heavily. And somebody could possibly be drinking a lot around the holidays. Random side note, rather than eating out a lot, you might decide to maybe cook at home. Because it seems like maybe you're trimming something down when it comes to your finances. Finances this week, it seems like it might be a tight one, Taurus. So if you can kind of curb your spending around this period of time, it seems like Christmas might be something that's worrying you too. Maybe you, especially for a child, maybe you're trying to go out of your way to do something for a child. And it seems that maybe because of your finances, it's something that you're frustrated about, you're hurt about something. Did somebody pass away? Somebody died of cancer. Is that what you're worried about? It feels like you're connecting with someone that did pass. I hope that you did not lose a child. But that's what I see. So I'm like, what would have you in this state of mind? Somebody did. They did pass. You might be connecting with a trusted friend. You might be confiding in a friend about this. Seems like you could possibly be moving from place to place, or somebody in your energy is. There is a lot on your mind. You're concerned about the education of a child. Or this is what this case is about. Feels like somebody could possibly be calling a parent unfit. Might be looking into a parental figure. This is definitely you protecting your child against something that they don't see. Something, Taurus or cross watcher, that your discernment may detect connected to a child. This is you protecting a child against hurt, pain, disappointment, rejection. Some of your children, they might be bullied, or this could definitely be an adult that's being bullied. This feels like this is definitely surrounding school. My daughter, BFF dad, died from cancer did you say 3 days ago? Oh, glowing light intuition. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Tiasia. Said court with a Scorpio. Yes, this is exactly what I'm seeing. I think this is a protection, a court case. Some of you might have what I feel is a social worker in your situation. Maybe this is what has you stressed out. Somebody trying to take somebody's kids. Either this is what's happening or this is something that you're worried about. Some of you, this is actually happening. You do have a legal situation. It feels that it is necessary to get a lawyer, or at least ask questions of a lawyer. It seems like somebody is really keeping a heavy, close watch on you. Taurus or cross watcher, maybe you just have a lot of cameras around you. Maybe you have security cameras around your home. Because it seems like you're very concerned about protecting a child, or protecting your home, protecting a baby. There's something that I want to say, but I'm just trying to be very careful about how I say this. Okay, but I'm going to stay on the topic. Secret. For some of you, there's something that a child is not telling you about. Hopefully, this is not a child that's pregnant, or this is something that you're worried about, that a child might become pregnant before they're maybe old enough to be able to handle that type of responsibility. Looks like there's a child that really wants everyone to get together, wants everyone to get along. And that could be what a child is maybe concerned about, feeling that maybe family is just not getting along, or that things are not coming together. We're going to see what else is coming up for you, because this seems like there's a lot of things. I'm just trying to break it down to figure out what is it that has you in this state of mind. Will your spirit guides step in to help you with something in particular? Let's go back to this money situation, your finances. It seems like maybe around this period of time, maybe you feel like your money has maybe not been where you would like it to be, or the independence, the financial independence that you maybe once had, you feel like it has kind of dwindled away. Maybe you feel like you made some mistakes when it comes to your money. Seems like things may possibly turn around for you. Maybe things have been on the decrease, and maybe you are kind of concerned about money, or you're concerned about numbers. This could have definitely be numbers on the scale, because it seems like some of you, excuse me, Taurians, maybe you do have a fitness goal. Maybe you have been in the gym. And maybe you are trying to decrease particular numbers. But I think this is your money, to be honest. This is where your spirit guides step in to give you a strategy on how to maybe change something, maneuver some things around in your situation to make things maybe a bit easier. So whatever this is that maybe you're working toward, because it does feel like there's a particular goal that you're working on, definitely a scholarly goal. Some of you are in school. Maybe it just feels like there's not enough time in the day to maybe get something done, but I feel that your financial situation is getting ready to change. So whatever was on the decrease, this is where your spirit guides step in with a particular situation to help you meet a particular need that you have. I feel that something about your career and your money tied to these things are getting ready to go through an advancement, a change. This could be somebody advancing you money, because it definitely feels like somebody is offering you money or giving you money. Or like I said, spirit guides come in to help a particular financial challenge have the ability to turn around. It might be at the 11th hour. That might give you the ability to rest your mind, because it just seems like your mind hasn't been at ease about things lately. Something about your situation may turn around. It could be the kindness of others, kindness and generosity of other people that could be stepping in. But I definitely see something changing in your situation for the better. Like I said, there might be a child that wants to see the family maybe get along. Maybe this is a child that wants to see both of their parents. And it just seems like there's two parents that are maybe at odds. If it's not parents, then it's definitely family members. Some of you are getting a divorce. Some of you, somebody does not want this divorce, Taurus. They don't really want this. And if it's not a divorce on paper, then this is definitely a separation. Somebody really doesn't want this. Somebody would really rather get along rather than fight. Maybe this is you and your brother, you and a family member. Something about the holidays and gatherings and this sort of thing. Maybe this is what you're afraid. Maybe this is not genuinely happening, but maybe this is something that you're worried might potentially happen if you do attend maybe a get together or whatever. Some of you might be attending the gathering of a Sagittarius, maybe it's a Sagittarius birthday. Yeah, it seems like you're frustrated because maybe your kids are not getting along. Maybe they're bickering. You're having some issues, it seems like, with parenthood, or these are younger siblings or whatever. Spirit, show me what's getting ready to take place. So we talked about your money. We talked about custody. We talked about it briefly. If this is you in court for a child custody case, this sort of thing, if that is one of the things that is worrying you, and this is a child that was taken away by the system or whatever, yeah, there's definitely some accusations. I mentioned to you, you might need a lawyer. You may need to lawyer up. You may need the advice, at least the advice of a lawyer. I get where unless this is why your finances are looking the way that they are. Maybe you did hire a lawyer or whatever. Scorpio, you see what I mean? There's a Scorpio involved in your situation. You might need a lawyer to help you with something. You could possibly be meeting with a lawyer about something. Or this is you possibly working to get a child back. Be careful about transactions. Random side note. There might be little small transactions in somebody's account here and there. Something about this is a bit fraudulent. For somebody, that's somebody's story. So I see that, okay? But it feels like it's your state of mind this week that is just kind of making things maybe a bit more stressful than they need to be. Let's talk about it. It seems like it's your work situation. Let's see what's going on at work. We briefly talked about that. You got some advancement. It seems like this is what you're working hard for. Some of you, it feels like maybe you're concerned about a career change. Some of you, I think some of you, it's necessary to talk to your kid's teacher about something. Maybe a kid that's getting into foolishness. I see somebody possibly getting pulled over, possibly for the possession of something. Someone has something in their possession that they shouldn't have. This could even be something that belongs to you, Taurus. Somebody might have a possession of yours, claim that they don't have it, but they really do. That's what this feels like. You're focused on what you don't like or what you find unsatisfactory in your situation. What's going on with work? Time. The way that you're managing your time, emotions, unexpressed feelings or emotions. Somebody this week, it feels like they're holding back what they really feel inside. There's something that maybe, like somebody is just really drowning in their emotions this week, but it seems like maybe there's somebody that doesn't express how they really feel because they're not trying to stir up drama. Or this is somebody fearing that if they really said how they really feel, that things would kind of go left. So somebody is really holding a lot back around this period of time. So if this is not you, then this might be your child. And let's say if you don't have kids, these are not your children, but you might have children around you. They could be your family members in some other way if they're not your children, but there is a child that I think somebody is worried about. Or this is like parental obligations that somebody feels like they can't seem to meet, or they can't seem to be both parents. It just seems like somebody is just really stressed out. Whatever this is, somebody is just really going through it. But maybe, like I mentioned to you, they decide not to say anything about it because they're not trying to cause problems. Or there's a kid that might feel like they're the reason that mom and dad are fighting, or that they don't get to see their parent because their parents or family members can't seem to get along. I don't know. Somebody that's in the military could possibly be connecting with you. This could possibly be someone that is on your mind around this period of time. Yeah, you're definitely talking something over with a friend or someone that is close to you. When it comes to your work, though, it seems like that could be where you're feeling a bit distracted, especially if there are some unfinished tasks at work that maybe you might be getting to this week. Maybe this is you feeling stressed out about that, about your work situation. You're putting your phone, you're putting a device in the shop, it feels like, Taurus. That's what I mean. Whomever this is that you're separated from, somebody, I mentioned to you, somebody has a drinking issue. Somebody might really be drinking a lot around this period of time, maybe thinking about you. Or this is somebody that's thinking about somebody that passed away. Somebody was named after someone, by the way. What's going on at work? Okay. I talked to you about that. That you got the job, or this is what you don't see is coming up. There could be a job offer that could be coming through. This is where the advancement is coming through. This is a job, a promotion. Something is getting ready to play out in your situation that levels up your finances, but something is going to require you to be patient. I mentioned to you, you've got some money that's coming in. Yes, this is exactly what I was sensing. And so I lay out the cards and it shows me, even in this way, that there could be some charitable acts. Someone could possibly be giving something to someone. So whatever this is that you're worried about, as far as being able to provide something for a child, maybe this is what you're going to court. Maybe this is you're taking your child's father to court or a family member to court for something. You're going to be able to provide. Okay, so the funds that you need to take care of something is what I mentioned. Your spirit guides come in to help take care of a particular financial need that you have. And this financial need could possibly be met through the hands of someone else. It just feels like you're really worried about something and it ends up working out in a way that maybe you didn't expect. And I mentioned to you, you got a fitness goal. You got another spirit guide that comes in. This could be someone that passed away that is your guardian angel in your particular situation. Spirit, what is going on for the Taurus nation? Some of you are part of the LGBTQ community, possibly, or you're connected to someone who is. Did you block someone? because somebody feels that you block them. You won't talk to them, you block them, maybe you block them online. Somebody might be seeing this as a betrayal, that you block them, that you won't talk to them. Be mindful of what's going on. I mentioned something about a device. Maybe it's your laptop. Maybe something going on with your computer connection, your internet connection. It also feels that someone is possibly trying to sabotage something that you're doing. I don't know if we're going to really spend a whole bunch of time about that connected to that, but let's talk about it. This is somebody's story. You have the 10 of Swords on the table. And it definitely feels that you have an enemy. And you got some sort of a backstabber that's in your energy. I feel that this is at work. Maybe this is something that you're concerned about. This is something that possibly has you worried. Okay, I guess we're going to go there. Somebody is kind of playing around in your energy this week. Taurus or cross watcher. You might be sensing it. You are. Your instincts are telling you that maybe somebody is up to something. I think that you are afraid, but I don't think you're afraid of this particular person. I think this is something that you've come to anticipate at this point. Okay, yeah, you got a job opening. So you could definitely be coming across something that maybe you might be maybe filling out an application for. Or you're online and maybe you're looking for a job. You come across something that you actually like. And this might solve it for you, that whole idea of a career transition. You might find something that kind of suits you and it gets you out of a position of worry, position of lack mentality. Somebody is in jail, could have gotten arrested. Somebody could possibly be getting released on bond. Somebody could possibly be getting out of jail. You might hear about that. Taurus or cross watcher. There might be a lot of police activity in your area. Whatever this is connected to your car, if there's something that you need to renew, like your registration or whatever, maybe you might need to get online. Yeah. And renew something connected to your car insurance, your driver's license. Maybe you're taking the written test. Okay. But I definitely feel that there's something that maybe you need to renew or something that you need to kind of maybe return to get done. Especially if maybe you started on something, but you didn't get a chance to go back and finish something out. You might need to kind of go back and get something done. This is going to help alleviate some worries. Unless you delegated a task to somebody else, you depended on somebody else to do something, and now you're kind of going back and double checking. Whatever this is where you're just not sure about what's coming up next, if you just kind of face a task or go back to something, like I mentioned to you, something that is unfinished, you may have to go back and get something done to alleviate your worries about something, but definitely something connected to a car. Because I've been saying that for the longest. Your transportation could definitely be compromised, and you could possibly be in a situation where you're confined, especially if this is you maybe needing to get some repairs or some maintenance on a car. Something could possibly have you stranded. So whatever this is, Spirit is saying take care of it before it becomes more of an issue. But something legal might be taking place. Somebody have a warrant, driving on expired tags, or you have something might be going on with a driver's license. Like somebody doesn't know. Something that you're going to see. You're definitely coming across something, or someone has seen something connected to you. Maybe someone has seen you move on. Definitely something is going on social media. Because it definitely feels that somebody is coming across something that they see on social media. Maybe this is somebody that you're following. Maybe somebody unfollowed you, you're unfollowing someone. And you got an enemy at work. And I was mentioning to you earlier that there's something that I saw in the reading that I didn't really want to get into, but we're going to talk about it. And as I said, it doesn't come as a surprise to you because this is something that continues to repeat. Somebody's doing something on repeat. This whole enemy situation. I don't know who this is. Is it a competitor? Because somebody might see you as competition, Taurus or cross watcher. They either see you or somebody around you. What I'm really trying to say is that you have a hater. Since we're talking about drama and all, and we're talking about the workplace, somebody this week is definitely laying it on thick. It seems like things are kind of already tough for you. And you're just going to work to provide for your family. But somebody is steady with the drama. So this could possibly be someone that's trying to work against you. But like I said, this feels like this is something that happens repeatedly, again and again. I mentioned to you earlier, it seems like you're working on advancing your career. You're looking for some sort of upward momentum. Somebody sees your brightness, Taurus or cross watcher, and somebody wants to hide whatever it is that you're doing. Especially, let's talk about it, if you're online. For some of you, that's where the competition is. This is either someone that is seeing something that you're doing. Pull the card that says seeing. And somebody sees everything that you do. Somebody follows you. Some of you, this could be a third party, but I definitely sense jealousy in a particular situation. Taurus or cross watcher. So maybe there's something connected to drama. Okay, unless there's something going on. Maybe your kids are in an acting class or whatever. Maybe somebody is setting up a stage. Is there a play? Somebody trying to stage a scene, cause a scene in a particular... Yeah, come on. Is somebody taking acting classes? But anyway, there might be something connected to this. Some sort of drama that might be playing out at work. Taurus or cross watcher, this is either you possibly observing the drama play out with somebody. I mentioned to you before, your name is being brought up in conversations. Not that this matters. This is all background situations, okay? But you got a card that says instinct. So this is your spirit guide saying, use your instincts about who's around you, who's in your energy, who's kind of playing around in your energy, because it definitely feels like somebody in your situation is not who you think they are. In case this is too small and you can't see it, it says foe. So somebody in your energy is not, like I said, on your side. And that might be something that you kind of need to see about a particular situation. Or like I mentioned, there's something that you see that about a child's situation or about someone else's situation that maybe they don't see clearly. And this could definitely be you pointing something out. Let's talk about it. I mentioned to you, you have an enemy. I mentioned to you at work, for a majority of you, or this is somebody that you live around, that's going out of their way, somebody that's like a Karen. I mentioned to you, somebody wants to know the tea. They're like, what's the tea with Taurus? I want to know. It's that sort of situation. Somebody is full of drama. And I definitely feel like you're picking up a vibe about someone, Taurus or cross watcher. I mentioned to you, your instincts are up about something. So you're definitely feeling it. And you might decide to kind of steer clear of someone. Maybe this is you getting security cameras. Maybe there's somebody that's kind of, what am I trying to say, sketchy that's around you or your family, kind of hiding in the cut. Why do we see child right beneath that? Is there something to do with a baby? Because this is the second time that it comes out. This is somebody that is around your child, somebody that you do not like or that you do not trust. If that, like I mentioned, it does not have to be your child. This might be someone that you're trying to protect, because it definitely feels like you're looking out for somebody. Why does somebody want to hide your brightness? It feels like there's something that you're talking about that's very important. And it feels like someone is going out of their way to try to exclude you. And people that might be taking your ideas or the things that you say, your creativity, and trying to make it seem as though they did this first. I just pulled a card that says being first. I don't know. This could be somebody in a love relationship as well. Somebody might feel like they want to be a priority in your life, and somebody feels like they put you on the back burner, or that you have put them on the back burner. I promise you, it's someone that is in your energy, Taurus or cross watcher. Whomever this is, this playing around in your energy, Spirit is saying, invite angelic help to remove some energy that is around you that possibly should not be there, either in your energy or the energy of someone that you love and want to protect. You got the devil that comes up. Possibly somebody is a Capricorn. That's what I see. Whatever this is, connected to your heart, your emotions. Because it seems like if we're talking about your chakras, that's what's blocked right now, is your heart. Spirit is encouraging you to see the beauty in people, Taurus. Even though maybe lately you've seen the ugly side of people, the hurtful side of people lately. I only say that because this is what the cards are telling me. The Spirit is saying there's still beauty in the world. There's still people that are generous, still people that are loving. Still people that'll do the right thing. So if this is you possibly becoming jaded about this world and feeling maybe like you're down on your luck, I don't know what Taurus I'm talking to or what cross watcher I'm talking to, but yeah, Spirit is saying to still see the good in people, still have empathy for people, still nurture the relationships around you that are important. Okay, because it definitely feels like staying optimistic about the future definitely brings someone else in. If this is you looking for true companionship, some of you, maybe you're online dating. Maybe there's a message that might pop up this week. I mentioned to you something about a lot of emails. Maybe there's a particular message that you're waiting for. Maybe it's about a job, or as I mentioned to you, maybe there's someone that you sent a message to and you're waiting for their reply. Yes. Spirit says that's absolutely the case. You're waiting for somebody to call, or you might feel that you need to get in contact with a creditor. You might need to get an extension this week, Taurus or cross watcher, on a particular bill. It might be beneficial to ask for that extension because it seems like maybe time is running out for something that might be kind of time sensitive. Yeah, come on. Somebody's waiting for your call. You're waiting for their call. So are you like playing the waiting game with somebody? Because it seems like somebody is waiting for the other one to break the ice. And I think that someone eventually does. But this might be how somebody finds out that they're blocked. They go and check something. They go and check and they feel that you blocked them, you unfriended them, this sort of thing. Somebody is really hurt over the fact, let's talk about it, over the fact that you don't connect with them the same way. Or that you won't call them, that you're not answering their text messages. This could be an assumption that somebody is having about things, that maybe you just do not want to deal with them. I promise you, the guilt is really getting to somebody. Talked about somebody seeing something that you're doing, something that you're posting. Somebody may have felt like you've moved on. And somebody is really upset with themselves, maybe about the fact that they didn't maybe put in more of an effort. This could even be somebody you co-parent with. Maybe you got involved with someone else and maybe your children are calling someone else mom or dad. And it seems like now this is really sinking in with somebody. Spirit, what else? Let's move on to the advice for the Taurus Nation. You got a breakthrough. I mentioned to you, Taurus. I mentioned earlier that you're looking at the downside of things that's going on in your life right now. Seems as though that's what you're fixated on. And this is what's causing you to go into, spiral into a depression. This is you, like I said, somebody has an issue with drinking. Somebody. You got a breakthrough that's coming through. And I think that that's what you don't see. I think you could definitely be getting advice, as I mentioned to you earlier, from someone that is trusted, someone that is a friend of yours. You're looking for guidance this week, or you got a child that might be coming to you for guidance on a particular situation that they can't seem to come to, that they reached a dilemma about and they're not sure how to solve this. If this is you with something where we talked about fear, you have fear about what's next, or you're just not sure what to do. Taurus, your spirit guides are saying something is going to require a leap of faith. Something's going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. You might be kind of worried about that, but it seems like this is the way that you get clarity, or this is what helps you to see what to do next. Because I definitely feel that clarity is coming in from your spirit guides. This is why they stepped in so heavily in your reading. Your spirit guides are helping you to see a way out, or to find a way to develop a strategy to help you make a decision about something that you feel is just absolutely complex to you this week. Seems like some of you sing, or you dance, you act. You might be getting back into a talent, a gift, or something that brings you a lot of joy, but maybe you haven't had time to really engulf yourself in this. Seems like you might be putting your attention into this rather than sitting there constantly worrying about things. Seems like you might be getting back into a hobby. Maybe some of you write. It seems like you're pouring a lot into a child, whether this is your own child or this is somebody that is connected to you, maybe a stepchild, or maybe you're dating somebody that has a child. Seems like you're putting a lot of energy and time into a child this week. Things put you back on the right track. You've been going through some hardships. The Spirit is trying to remind you that you will get back on track, Taurus. The Spirit right now is encouraging you to embrace change. This is you. You're about to see how you're able to bounce back from adversity. And it does feel like it is time to turn the page. Maybe you're reading a particular book. Maybe, I don't know, random. Maybe this book, you're really into it, and maybe it's causing you to feel kind of emotional. But anyway, you're turning the page. There's something that is necessary for you to leave behind in order for you to move forward. Especially if this is something that is just causing you to be in a state of stagnation. Spirit is saying now it's time for consistency. Consistency bears fruit for something. So if this is you wanting to advance something within your career, it feels like there's something that's going to require you to be consistent. Or if this is a parent that you co-parent, a co-parenting situation, you wish that someone would step up and be more consistent. It seems like somebody might be able to see where they went wrong and could possibly be trying to come into the situation to be more consistent. Like I said, this is you. Definitely uprooting. Your foundation feels like it's all over the place. Feels like you might feel that you don't have a firm foundation. Or you don't feel like you have firm ground to stand on. You might feel like your situation is like quicksand. That's what this feels like to me, Taurus. Spirit is inviting you to change your perspective about things. This is temporary, whatever this is that you're going through, even though it feels like it's been lasting or it's been a repeating, constant situation. Spirit, show me what you have for Taurus. Soulcraft, what does that mean? You have to get the keys to a new place or keys to a new vehicle, Taurus. That's what this looks like. You might be changing something about your I guess it's about yourself. That's what this adversity has been here to teach you. Your perspective about things, something about you, your fears, your anxiety. You're human, right? We're going to go through things where we worry about what's going to happen next, but I feel the Spirit wants you to dig your heels in and keep going, okay? Again, Spirit is saying there is a shift that's getting ready to take place in your situation. Spirit guides, what does Taurus need to release over this next 7 days? For some of you, it's a person. It's time to release a particular person. But again, this is all about mindset. Somebody is possibly very materialistic. No, this is a connection. Spirit is saying maybe something about a connection. Maybe you're coming to see that you're not really compatible with someone. Or somebody just can't seem to see the light about certain situations. So for some of you, this is what is to release. It's a relationship. Or it is the effects that a relationship has had on you. Or an absence of a particular relationship. The effects of that. Spirit guides, what does Taurus need to release? We talked about that. Being bullied. This is a child that's being bullied at home or school. Or this is an adult that's being bullied. What do you need to release? Feeling helpless. Feeling like your circumstances are not going to change. What does Taurus need to embrace more of? You. You are the light. You are a light worker. You are a beacon of light, Taurus. This feels like this is a child that feels like an outsider, or this is your inner child that feels like an outsider. That maybe was bullied. Maybe that's what your inner child is kind of dealing with. You were bullied as a kid. Spirit is saying, include yourself. Or this is a child that wants to feel included, does not feel like they fit in, or they are socially awkward. Yes. Somebody feels left out, left behind. Or this is what spirit guides are saying, it's time to let go of. You feel criticized. Or this is a child that feels criticized, overwhelmed. Spirit says instead, joy. What does that scripture say? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I feel that that's your breakthrough in a particular situation. Yeah, you might feel like something has been going on and like, I don't deserve this. Why does life keep coming at me like this? Yeah, you might feel that you've lost a few people too. I don't know, Taurus, this is a heavy reading. I didn't really expect it to come out like this, but yeah, you got some changes that are in store. Yeah, forgiving. I think this is you. I think you can be someone that is just very hard on yourself. When you feel that you've made a mistake, Spirit is saying you are forgiven. Or this is you. Maybe you feel that you've allowed your shadow side to kind of take over in situations. Maybe there are certain things that maybe you're reflecting on, looking back on and feeling like, wow, why did I do that? Why did I react that way? Spirit says you are forgiven. Yeah, I promise you, somebody feels like they never want to feel that way again. This might be you about relationships. Okay, but yeah, I think you might be working through some things this week, Taurus Nation, across Watchers. Have a blessed, beautiful, productive week, Taurus Nation. I'll see y'all in the next one.